Information pollution. Take a look at the world we live in today. Children are buried under rubble in Gaza. People in Sudan are caught in the middle of conflicts for a morsel of bread. Sirens are wailing in Ukraine. Destruction continues in Syria, and countless civil wars are being ignored in Africa. There is pain on every continent. There is fire in every city. Every heart is turning a little more to stone. We say we are in the age of technology, but when it comes to building peace, we are even behind the Middle Ages. Sometimes for an underground resource, sometimes under the pretext of beliefs, people are turned against one another. Countries are engulfed in flames at the touch of a button. Children are born orphaned, mothers left without their children. What do you think is the real reason behind these wars? Weapons? Land? Religion? No. The real cause of all this destruction is the insatiable greed, arrogance, self-centeredness, and cruelty within humanity. Humans have forgotten what it means to be human. They have silenced their consciences, and the world echoes with the silence of those consciences. That is why we must ask, where did we go wrong? And more importantly, who can correct this mistake? The answer to these questions may not lie in technology, diplomacy, or great powers. It is hidden in the life of a man who was born in the desert 1,400 years ago. To understand today's wars, we need to look behind the scenes, not at the screens. A conflict on a country's border is actually part of other countries' oil calculations. A people's uprising is actually a path to multinational companies' mineral reserves. The targeting of an ethnic group is related to the redistribution of political power in that region. Greed, and inability to share, power lust. Today it is not states that are fighting, but appetites. And the weapons of this war are not just bombs. Perceptions are manipulated. News is used to steer public opinion. And social media is employed to turn people against one another. There are a few fundamental mistakes that have brought us to this point. First, greed. Those who seek more energy, more land, and more wealth are putting millions of lives at risk. Second, division based on identity. We have divided people into us and them. We have used religion, language, race, whatever we could, to separate people from one another, and we forgot. We all come from the same soil. We all look at the same sky. Third, injustice. The rich got richer, the poor got poorer. Income distribution became skewed. When the scales of justice are broken, people start looking for justice in the streets. That's when war breaks out. Fourth, information pollution. A tweet, a news headline. Information spread without questioning its accuracy sabotages peace. The truth belongs to whoever has the loudest voice. And the truth is drowned out by the silence of the voiceless. So how will we correct these mistakes? State policies. Of course, they are important. But the real solution begins in the human heart. And to revive that heart, let us embark on a journey through history together. There was a man. He was born an orphan. He had no wealth or possessions. But he possessed such a noble character that he left a legacy that will guide humanity until the end of time. His name, Muhammad Mustafa. The answers to all the challenges we face today are hidden in the stories of his life. The life of our prophet was not only about worship, it was also a system, a moral code, and a solution. While today's world leaders draw new maps on their tables, he was drawing a map of peace among people under the shade of a tree in the desert. Let us remember ... the Treaty of Hudeybiye. When he came to Mecca with 1,400 unarmed Muslims to perform the Umrah, the Quraysh did not agree to peace. Instead of war, they offered a treaty. The treaty was apparently against the Muslims, but our prophet was patient. And 2 years later, Mecca was conquered without bloodshed. Hudeybiye taught us this. Peace sometimes means taking a step back. But that step is the foundation for future justice. The Constitution of Medina. A constitution was established with Jews, Christians, and Muslims of different faiths. Everyone was free to practice their own faith, but everyone was equal before the law. This document is a model for societies struggling with ethnic conflicts today. It shows that living together and sharing the same homeland is possible through the law. The Conquest of Mecca, a leader who had endured insults, oppression, and attacks for years. When he achieved victory, he said, "There is no blame on you today. You are all free." He forgave them. because he knew that revenge increases bloodshed, but forgiveness changes people. Today, societies that seek peace must first learn to forgive. Without forgiveness, there can be no justice. Without justice, there can be no peace. The issue of the black stone of the Kaaba. Tribes were on the brink of war, which wanted to place the stone in its proper place. Our prophet spread his cloak on the ground, placed the stone inside, and all the tribal representatives lifted the stone together, and the stone was put back in its place. It was not just a building that was completed. A spirit of unity, collective wisdom, and peace had also been built. This is what is needed in today's world, to produce common solutions that everyone can be part of, not just one person or one group. And we must not forget, peace is not a result. Peace is a choice. Our prophet made this choice throughout his life, and now it is our turn. If we can understand the patience of Hudeybiye, the law of Medina, the forgiveness of Mecca, and the collective wisdom of the Kaaba, it is possible for us to walk from war to peace, from hatred to brotherhood. Because what will save humanity is not bombs. It is justice that touches the heart.